If you've been watching studying videos for like 5 minutes, then you've already heard of the Cornell method, mind maps, or the famous outline technique. These are all proven ways to take effective notes in class or during revision because they provide a clear structure for ideas, facts, and arguments, and have been used by top-scoring students all over the world. But even if they are great, which they are, you're probably sick and tired of hearing about those three. So today we're going to cover note-taking methods that usually no one talks about, and that are also incredible ways to organize information and ideas without resorting to the traditional note-taking methods. The split page method is a great note-taking method for factually dense subjects and is used as a more condensed version of flashcards, promoting active recall after your lectures or in preparation for evaluation. You can adapt it according to your class by using facts, topics, or questions. Dividing the page in half, you can insert the name of the topic or the question that needs to be answered in the left side of the page and the corresponding answer or definition on the right column. You can either study these notes normally or by folding the page to create an added challenge and quizzing yourself on these topics. This type of note-taking system can be easily recreated in digital formats, and I will link down below an awesome video that explains how you can do it in Google Sheets. The QEC method is another study method that Cal Newport talks a lot about in his Straight-A Students book. QEC stands for Question, Evidence, and Conclusion, and the main purpose of this system is to structure all of your lectures into question, evidence, and conclusion formats that you can then compile into one big study guide. Besides reducing the amount of unnecessary information transcribed into your notes, the QEC system creates a clear and obvious interrelation between topic, conclusion, and then the stream of facts and arguments that connect the two. Furthermore, this note-taking system is two-in-one, since besides helping you organize information while you are reading or attending your lectures, you're also creating valuable study materials to use during revision. The Morse code method is a note-taking method also envisioned by Cal Newport, and it focuses mainly on taking advantage of written materials. Whenever you find a sentence that seems to be laying out a main idea, you should draw a dot next to it in the margin. If you then come across an example or explanation that supports that big idea, you should draw a dash next to it on the margin. This allows you to record information without breaking your reading momentum, so you can then take notes. The act of taking the dots you've written and transforming them into notes is called the processing stage, and it basically requires you to paraphrase the main idea in your own words in a bullet point. The author then encourages you to take all of these sentences and review them in the format of a major question. What is the main question being asked in the article? What is the conclusion the authors point towards? Flow notes are very similar to mind maps, but they have no rules in terms of structure. Although difficult to review, they allow you to incorporate a large amount of information during your class, because they are a free pass for you to simply throw facts, arguments, topics, and dates on the page with no specific order, while connecting and linking these ideas as you hear them. Flow notes are great for those who hate transcribing information and really prefer to process what they're hearing into workable sentences or words. It's actually kind of an holistic method that works wonders for classes with no clear structure or discussion with interrelated components that aren't easily organized via outline formats. In case your class is highly dense on information, making it really impossible to compress all of the facts, you can still use flow notes as a hybrid system to comment and annotate original materials and textbooks, to create summaries or visual aids for complex chapters or topics. The sentence method is similar to the outline method as it relies on an expansive vision of your notes, but instead of using indenting and topic formulation, it uses one-liners, one per paragraph, to create a guide for each topic that is easily readable, workable, and memorable. The other major difference is that while the outline technique uses indentation to hierarchize the importance of different segments of the topic, By avoiding indenting, the sentence method considers every sentence of equal value, which means that topics with a high level of detail or information can benefit from this system, as they force you to memorize details as well as key ideas relating to the topic. And if you want to reproduce these notes-taking systems in one place only and incorporate your notes with all of the other information and materials related to your classes, you should start using today's sponsor, Notion, as soon as possible. Notion is an awesome tool, and I've made 3 videos about how I use it to organize every single thing in my life, and the good thing is that Notion is sponsoring today's video to let you know that it's finally free for students and teachers. Notion is productivity software that combines all of your essential work tools in one place. It's flexible, allowing you to organize everything in workspaces and move things around seamlessly. A week ago, I showed you how I created my entire organization system, and Notion is an integral part of it. With a free personal plan for students, you can now have unlimited space to organize everything. All you have to do is sign up using your school email address, or if you already have Notion, you can change your account email to the email of your school, and that's pretty much it. You can also access a bunch of templates designed specifically for students and educators, which will be linked down below. Also, if you're curious about how I've been using Notion, I will link all of my past videos as well. For further resources, I will list down below detailed articles about these notes-taking systems. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next week. Bye guys!